You fight with me.
Time to get ready. All right, shut up. Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles show. Larry and Needles. Larry and
with me.
Needles show. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Larry and Needles show. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles.
Needles can't stop giggling. He must.
I can't control myself today. I'm going to be my own favorite comedian, so get used to
He
it.
sniffed some schoolgirl powder or something and make them like a
schoolgirl powder.
like
I
a-
have never heard that term in
giddy
my
like
life.
a schoolgirl.
Oh,
Something's wrong with you.
I thought it was like you just like going into the girls' locker room and trying
No,
to
not
take all their
that.
underwear.
You gotta lay
Wearing it like
you need
Bane.
you need to hang him on a line to get powder out of him. Man.
Huh? You need to
Forget
hang
it,
on
man.
what kind of line? No. Wait a minute. I want to hear this theory.
Oh shit!
Don't tell me to forget this. This is the greatest theory I've ever heard of Larry. Are we good?
You know, you gotta let things get crusty before you can get powder out of it.
So how does the line help that?
You
then?
gotta hang him outside or something.
Or something.
Dry out.
I mean, I'm sure that we
Dry
have a
out.
listener that can tell you how to go through with this. And how many do you have to take? You get the, I don't know what kind of snort. Okay,
Dude,
I don't know if this
I
is the
mean,
right path
I
we
was
were
just
going
talking-
down. Hey, let me hit that thing, kiddo.
I'm just talking shit. I don't know,
I know.
what I'm saying.
So R.I.P. to Carl Weathers, an American icon. You know who Carl Weathers was? The guy
No.
from Rocky, the African American gentleman. You know Rocky. You've seen that, right?
The boxing movie.
Yes.
The original one.
Yes, with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the first one.
Okay, and then he was in a movie called Predator. Have you ever seen that? It was about this African American gentleman
No,
that had a penchant for young girls.
No, man.
Yeah,
you're
dude, it
lying.
was called Predator. I mean, it's in the title, Larry. Why would I lie to you? Okay, so this guy would go to
Yeah.
these different countries, okay, and he was a predator,
Okay.
okay, but he had a calling.
What was that?
He would put a ring pop in his ass and then take a picture. I'm being serious. What do you think I'm making this up?
It sounds pretty sick, man.
I mean, yeah, it's called Predator, Larry. I mean, it's a guy. It's
just
a movie
no
about a
wonder I
predator.
didn't see that. I
What's
don't
that?
go. I don't like those kind of movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what kind of movies you like. A lot of scat involved.
Whatever.
And I'm not
That's
talking
where
Scatman Carruthers.
You're projecting.
Oh, yeah, now I'm projecting.
Yeah,
the truth
now you
hurts,
are.
doesn't it? Yeah, you're deflecting. That's what you're doing. So, R.I.P. to Carl Weathers, man. He was a badass. There's an iconic meme.
Also, I like to say R.I.P. to Mr. Weathersby, the principal at the Riverdale High School that Archie and the gang went to.
Is this
Archie.
fictitious? Are you bringing up a R.I.P. a fictitious individual?
I'm R.I.P.ing a fucking.
You can't even S-P-E-K.
I'm R.I.P.ing a
I
fucking
mean, you're the opposite
cartoon,
of Aretha Franklin over here.
A cartoon
Aretha Skanklin.
character.
Well,
Don't say that about Aretha.
She's dead. What's she going to do? Eat me?
She was great.
Yeah, okay, and? Was. Past tense.
So you don't talk about her.
I can talk about her how I want. This is America, freedom of speech.
Yeah, but
Are you
not,
a commie
not,
too?
You ain't gonna talk
Are
about
you working
Aretha.
for the Chi-Coms?
You ain't gonna talk about Aretha in front of me, man.
I just did. What are you going to do about it? I'll kick you in the other ribs.
Oh, what an asshole.
Oh, yeah, exactly. As soon as I bring violence into it, Larry turns into a leftist. Listen, man, can't we all just get along, dude? Why are you blowing it in my face?
Whatever.
So rude you are today, Larry. And you didn't wake up from a nap right away. So.
No, I didn't. Well, no, you know what? Initially, when you first came over, I was sleeping.
I know, that's why I left you alone. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I just opened the computer and I got behind and looked at our analytics and all our BS because
And I like
Larry is a cranky monkey when he gets up in the morning.
Also, I like to thank the 189 or so followers we have, man. You guys are dope.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening to our stupid rhetoric.
That's a tight knit community.
Yeah,
that's
that's how you stopped yourself from there. 'Cause
That
we're trying to
is-
censor ourselves for some reason.
I'm trying not to curse so much. It's a tight knit community, a very, very exclusive club to be in.
Well, it's 189 people. It's not
under
that exclusive.
200 people.
And
It's
I don't.
pretty
and
exclusive.
What did Groucho Marx say? I don't want to be a part of any club that'll accept me.
Exactly.
So, I mean, shout out to our miscreants and I don't know. Oh man, really?
Shout out to Groucho.
Larry's puppet because he's a complete psychopath and autistic.
I'm your puppet.
Why would you look me dead in the eyes when you did that? You could look
You
in the
never hear
camera.
that song?
Huh?
Whatever.
What song?
I'm Your Puppet by Smokey Robinson.
No,
Shit.
I have.
Of course you haven't, because you're putting down Aretha. You don't
No, it's because
know.
I'm racist.
I know.
No, I'm joking.
You don't like listening to what you call jungle music?
Oh man, Larry, Jesus! Then air quotes made it even more. Made it worse. You could have just said the word without having to make.
I thought the air quotes were perfect.
Yeah, it definitely fit the mood for the
Fits
second.
the theme.
I
I'd like to thank my mother-in-law for giving me this ukulele that really became a big integral part of the Larry and Needles show. She gave it to me for Christmas about, 15 years ago. She's great. Shout out to Lynn.
jet setting and making us all look like we're weak pussies.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I cussed. Dang it.
Well,
That's all right.
that's what happens when you're
A heathen.
Yeah, I guess.
And then here's
That's
my
not
other
what I was
heathen
gonna
friend.
say, but
Yeah, I mean, birds of a feather, right?
Right.
You act like you're all godly. You should have just heard what Larry told
I am
me to do to
godly.
myself upstairs.
I am godly, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I want to thank Jesus for
For
letting
what?
me live.
What did he do for you lately?
Letting me live another day.
Okay.
And it was a great day.
This Jesus guy, where does he stay? Because I got a beef with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could get a hold of him anytime.
Oh, I bet you
man.
I could. I'll put the seatbelt on Jesus. Put him in an armbar.
Dude, watch what you're saying, man.
What do you mean?
Jesus,
Watch what I'm
forgive
saying.
this
That'd be
dummy.
awesome if he just showed up and put you in an armbar.
He might just show up and
And do
then
what?
he'll kick your ass,
Hey,
brother.
oh man, you would love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. it would
Actually,
be,
you know what?
It'd be pretty good.
Jesus and I would double team you, but not in the way you're
Okay,
thinking. Actually, the way you are thinking. You creep. Here.
I don't stand behind any of this blasphemy coming out of
I don't
Needle's
stand
mouth.
by midgets because they're too short, right?
He's gonna pay for this later. I try telling him all the time.
You don't
I'm
think
gonna say
Jesus
quick-
doesn't know what a joke is?
Yeah, but
It's not like I'm using his name in vain. I'm just
you
making
gotta
a
have
joke about him.
respect.
I am having not the utmost respect,
You
but
gotta have the utmost respect.
I don't know about that. That's all hearsay. And you know what? I could technically say that it was you that was speaking. on the
Technically, he'll
microphone.
know the truth.
Oh, how will he know the truth?
He'll know.
Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Hey, everybody.
I had-
Let's give
okay.
Needles a second
So here-
while he looks on his phone.
All right. So shout out to Pugsatony Phil.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only real ass MFer left in the world,
Did
man,
he-
that had the
did he see
WEF
his-
or the UN or any CIA or
Did
any...
he see his shadow?
Huh?
Did he see his shadow?
Slow down, Hot Rod. I mean, you've seen these movies. They take a little time to unfold. This is a good one. I love this one. This was a deep dive. And I really don't... I hope you haven't heard the story because it is amazing. So we all know Pugsatony Phil from Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney Phil,
Pugsatony, whatever, man.
Puxit.
Whatever. Okay,
The people
so
that live there
this
care.
guy, for some reason, somebody thought if we put a groundhog in a cage and brought it out and then saw its fictitious shadow, that we would have 6 more weeks of summer or 6 more weeks of spring or whatever. that
6
is.
more weeks of winter,
yeah,
or,
spring.
or
6 weeks early,
and
or
6
something.
weeks early.
Yeah. So. Shout out to the guy who was on LSD who came up with this idea, because this sounds.
Well, he was
very
on some kind of
far-fetched.
tree root because they've been doing that shit since like the 1700s and stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
but
so they weren't really doing LSD per se, but they were definitely hallucinating.
well, mushroom. Who knows what
yeah,
they were doing?
they could have been on
I mean,
anything. The Indians had all types of stuff up their sleeve.
So
And do you know about? Didn't Biden drop Puxatawny Phil last year and kill him? Or no, it was De Blasio. Mayor De Blasio.
10 years ago today, de Blasio dropped Charlotte to the ground. Killed it. Fuck yeah, Larry. Yeah, brother. It took a minute. That's why I said the story has to play out. I said I didn't know if you heard it, so you had to give me a minute. Dude, this SOB dropped it in front of everybody. And killed poor Charlotte.
Oh man! And
R.I.P.
and
Charlotte
that
the
thing was
groundhog.
like- and that thing was like
Died in the line
beloved-
of service.
That's true.
Too, so her family gets paid off.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a good thing Biden wasn't at the funeral because he would have been looking at his watch to get the hell out of
I
there.
think I saw the Clintons there, so it might have been a setup. They took him out. They wanted 6 more weeks of winter, so he could be so fucking.
They heard that she was going to run off with
Doldrum.
Punxsutawney Phil, and they
Yeah.
didn't want to wreck the game.
Chelsea was gonna run off. They were
Chelsea
dating.
was going to run off with a
Groundhog.
A groundhog. I was going to say, what the hell animal was it
Tony
again?
Phil. Or Charlotte, so she was trading fur technically.
And you know, those things are, it basically looks like a tamed down badger. I don't know if I'd want to be holding the groundhog either. They look
yeah,
like
but you
if
hold
they
it like a
fuck with
fat
you.
baby. You just put your arm, no, not like that. You don't cuddle it. You just said it might bite you, and you put it that close to your heart
Yeah.
and your skin. You ever see that? I mean, dude,
Hold it like this.
no, you hold it facing away, so if it attacks, it goes towards the crowd. You don't point it at you.
Well,
You
no,
point a
but I
gun at
mean, you hold it like
How do you
this.
shoot a gun like this?
No, man.
Yeah, because that
that's
thing
not
might kill you.
When I'm going like this, how do you know which way he's facing?
What do you? Did you just ask me which way an animal's facial construction or
No, how are you going to know which way I meant he was?
First of all, his nose, eyes, and mouth. You
you
can.
face the other way, but you hold him out like this. You don't hold him like a baby. You said hold
Yeah,
him like
because
a
where's
fat
he going to
baby.
attack if you're holding him? Your face, your body. If
Well,
you're holding him, look at Larry.
how do you
This is
hold-
how I hold.
so
This
is
is how you
that-
hold a groundhog, right towards
But-
you. So I mean, if this bastard wants to go, you're the guy getting it, not me. Right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what?
I'm
How about this?
agreeing.
I'm gonna get a freaking groundhog and I'm gonna see you baby it. We'll see what happens.
Dude, I would
you're
go.
gonna show up in bandages next week.
I'm sure Punxsutawney Phil is used to people handling him.
It's Charlotte. That's just from the movie Groundhog Day.
No, he's a real guy.
I know, but the one that he killed, De Blasio killed, was
but
Charlotte.
Punxsutawney Phil is a real guy. In
real
Punxsutawney-
groundhog, you mean?
Yeah.
A real
He's
guy.
He's a real person.
He's a cryptid. Half groundhog, half human.
He's a crip.
Okay.
I don't know, man. He's
I know you
fucking
don't know,
real.
'cause you
he's
said he's a
real.
crip.
Punxsutawney Phil has been going on for years before that fucking Groundhog Day movie, which I haven't seen.
Oh, it's amazing.
But
you wanna
I
know what
know-
they do during it?
I have a feeling I know.
Yeah,
My
I-
wife
so this-
explained it to me once.
Okay.
She told me, I'll know when you're lying.
So,
to me.
well, the deal is that he has like
he lives
he's a
through the
proclivity.
same day every day.
Yeah, but he has a proclivity for men.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Would I lie to you about this?
I don't think
I
Mary
mean, this
would
is
be
just turning
watching
into our
something
movie
like
corner.
that.
I know, but it's very back shadow. You know what I mean? Like all and
behind
then-
the scenes.
Yes, there you go, behind the curtain, behind the satin curtain. So
You
what
can't,
happens
you
is,
can't get beyond that velvet rope.
well, he's at this like gay party and he overdoses on blow.
I almost spit my beer out.
Dude, this is a real movie. Okay, so then his
No.
ghost haunts this thing, but it's Groundhog Day every day for the ghost. So he has to go over because he just gets railed by all these dudes. So that's
The
when
groundhog?
no, not the groundhog. That would be funny if the groundhog was watching, and that's what happened. Their spirits transferred. But
So
then
isn't
this guy
it Bill
overdoses.
Murray?
Huh?
Bill
no,
Murray, he's getting railed?
Uh-uh. It's like Evan
Dan
Stone, I think.
Aykroyd? Dan Aykroyd or something?
No, it's not.
I thought it was
dude
one of
called
those
Evan Stone.
old school SNL guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen that movie. So then basically, it's like Groundhog Day, but every day it starts him just getting railed
Railed.
and railed. And so he's got to start his day like that. So he knows,
What a
learns how to
fucking terrible
knit.
way to
He
start
learns how
your
to play
day.
piano. He learns how to bowl.
Because every day's the same. It only
Yeah.
takes him one day to
But
learn
I
to
mean,
play the
every day
piano.
he wakes up, he's just getting railed. That's how his day starts. I mean, that's a horrible existence.
Yeah, it
don't you think?
is, man.
But he had a good time. In the end, love won.
So anyway, Punxsutawney Phil, I gotta say,
You're still going to talk about this?
yeah, he was a good guy, and he still is real. He's still alive.
Okay, cool. I believe you.
And
That's what you've been- I don't know
every
why-
little place has a groundhog.
Okay, yeah.
Well, because
I
it's
understand that.
Groundhog
That's where the
Day.
groundhog-
Don't you get it? We're gonna keep talking about it.
Well, oh my God, Larry. I swear to God, you're just talking me into this dumb circle. Two spinning. Okay, so 2014, February 2nd, the animal slipped out of de Blasio's hands and died from acute internal injuries 6 days
man.
later. I wonder
Those
if there's
things
a
are-
video.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
had to-
No, it was on the
somebody
news.
got
It showed him drop it.
I should, man, we need a screen
Mary
behind
was
us.
okay.
If anybody wants to donate for us to get a screen so we can show stupid stuff while we talk about it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mary was watching it that day because we were watching, you know.
Isn't that so funny? We're so Americans revere I don't even know what marsupial.
Well, every time
I don't know what that is.
Is he a marsupial?
I have no clue.
No.
I just said that. A mammal? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a mammal,
I just said
think.
marsupial because it sounded okay.
He's not a lizard, for sure.
No, thanks,
it's not a
Larry.
fish.
I mean, Larry's animal corner. You're just going to name off animals?
Yeah,
now?
he's not a lizard.
Okay.
And he's definitely not
Well,
a
we
fish.
know it's a groundhog.
He's a groundhog,
Yeah, okay. Thanks for coming to that
And
conclusion.
what is that, like a type of a beaver or something?
I don't know, man. I think it's a crossbreed.
Like a hybrid plant? Like a
No,
like,
it's not a plant, Larry.
Northern
It's definitely not a
Lights
plant.
and-
No, oh, okay. I think you're going with that. No, I don't think somebody took they what do you call it? Oh my gosh. They made clones, you know what I mean? I don't think they spliced
Just
it
like
like
they do
that.
with the
But I think
plants.
just two animals just decided, hey, we're in the same vicinity. It's like Stockholm syndrome, sort of. They're in the same vicinity all the time. Let's just see what happens.
The badger, like, raped a beaver or something.
Oh, I mean, I don't know why you had to throw the R
Groundhog,
word in there, but okay.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure it was consensual.
maybe. I mean, in
What
the
do you mean,
animal
maybe?
in the animal world, I don't think any of that stuff is consensual.
Dolphins. Dolphins rape.
Yeah,
They're like known rapists of the sea.
that is weird.
Well, I mean, that's very weird.
But you know, the
You don't
cats
think
do
that,
the same
I
thing.
think those
man.
are mammals, eh?
Yeah.
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 Okay, look at that. We're agreeing on something finally.
I think they have those dolphins that speak English and stuff. Flipper, you ever seen
Dude, we
that
talked
show?
about that one lady that what do you call it? Took care of a dolphin. Didn't we talk about that? The house they flooded, remember?
Yeah.
so-
How insane.
Yeah, no, you want to hear something just as insane? Listen to
Of
this.
course I do.
This is fucking crazy.
I gotta sit back, man. I gotta say my ribs are broken, people. Number 8 and 9.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I
well,
got kicked by this punk.
We already
and,
talked
I
about
got
that, too.
jumped and
I got jumped.
basically and I went to Krav Maga last night and man, it was kicking my ass.
Oh, I
but
wonder why. Because
the only thing that really, but the thing that really hurt, I could punch, I could throw punches. The only thing that really hurt most was when I threw a right elbow. I could do a left
you're
elbow.
using all your
though.
muscles. You're using completely different muscles.
But it's. I think it's making it become stronger.
Okay, I mean, if that's what you
And
think,
instead
bro.
of like stabbing pains once in a while, I got a continual dull pain throughout the day and night now. So I don't know if that's better or not.
You want to hear? Listen to this crazy thing that happened. Oh, SOB.
Well, let's hear it, man. You
Okay,
keep,
so-
you keep telling me you're going to tell me a crazy thing,
Well, I mean, whatever.
and then
So-
you never say it.
Oh shoot, man.
Ah,
Stupid phone. So, Winthorpe and Luella Kellogg decided to raise a baby chimpanzee called Gua, along with their 10-month-old son Donald.
oh my God,
Now this is
this
back.
isn't going good.
No, this was
is
back
gonna end bad.
1931.
Oh yeah,
So it was intended
Before
to
they
last
had
for
laws.
5 years. Okay, I read
Okay.
the story, but I just want to get all the facts right, man. But they had no choice to pull the plug after 9 months.
because
Started in 1931. They had their 10-month-old son living with the
Chimp.
baby, with the chimp, and basically, they carried out like these experiments where like they did like cognitive skills between them.
Okay.
And the chimpanzee progressed much further than the child.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they did like obviously, and they treated it like
Obviously. Well, what do you mean, obviously?
because I think that chimpanzees, the rate that they learn at when they're
Was
younger
quicker.
is quicker than a human being. That's why.
I see.
So, but that's why. Okay, I should have stated that first and then said.
I thought you meant like the thing was just out thinking the.
Well, I mean, compared to some of its cognitive skills,
yeah.
I mean, it's comparable.
It
Obviously.
just had more common sense at a quicker rate.
Yes, and I mean it's a wild animal. Also.
Yeah,
so
it's gotta learn
the rate
that
of
stuff
progression has
fast.
got to be insane, especially.
Yes. Well, you know, like a deer, a baby deer is born and the thing is walking within, 10 minutes, a half hour, because otherwise,
They did like crazy like stuff to this. They did like reflexes, like reflex testing, depth perception, vocalization, problem solving, equilibrium, play behavior. Like they treated them the same. Okay,
the
and
baby and the chimp got raised as the same way.
and the chimp basically raced ahead of the dude Donald, the kid. Okay, and
Donald the Dummy, he was later known as.
I don't know about that, but
They say a chimp is smarter than you, dude.
and the chimp would respond to commands like don't touch and get down. Okay. But when it came to human speech, which they tried to teach it to do, that's where it was lacking any progress. There was
couldn't speak.
There was no way that it could
vocalize.
Could comprehend the words. Yes, to vocalize. You know what I mean? Like they would show it stuff, it would point to stuff, but it wouldn't. It couldn't vocalize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, they said that. Okay, so. The thing that got crazy was that the human Donald started imitating the chimp.
Oh, my Lord.
And it started following
Monkey
this chimp.
see, child do.
Well, yeah, there you go. And so he would start climbing around on all fours, climbing the furniture, doing crazy, like actually imitating. This.
Like one of those kids that at the high school today that wants to shit in a litter box. They think they're a cat or something, you know.
Yeah, but they're not but they're not raised with a cat.
No, I know. It's
actually,
funny,
they
though.
are raised with a cat. That is, I mean, that's kind of, you would think about
So
that.
this kid is
The furries
actually
you're talking
imitating.
about, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about kids that.
Yeah,
you
they're
know.
called furries.
Okay, but I don't know if they had the costumes or yeah.
Well, you
'cause
can't wear a
they're-
costume to school, but you
Right.
can still ask for a litter box, right?
Right.
Which is even weirder. I mean, I'd rather you come than rather piss in the corner like an animal.
So this kid was a great climber. He could climb trees. He could climb up the refrigerator. He could jump around on the couch like a maniac.
So
Like a monkey.
It started getting animal-like behavior. So then, what do you call it?
And was this a scientific experiment that was paid for by some corporation, or was this
They were
just
two
their
doctors.
idea? Okay, they were both
two doctors. I think they were they. I said that right?
Yeah, you might.
Animal psychologists. That's what they were. So
Very interesting. So
They
they
know-
sacrificed their kid's well-being by putting a chimp in the room with them.
yeah,
To
I mean
have
they're
it
still
maybe
strong. You
rip
could probably
their
tear
arms
them up.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
So then, what happened with Donald, the kid, was that he started biting his sister and started wrestling her and started being
shit.
very aggressive towards her. So and
Just
also
like the chimp would be.
and it's Gua, the monkey's name. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gua,
G-U-A.
Gua?
Gua?
Gua, whatever. Gua. Okay. So then, his behavior started to mimic this chimp's, and they said it became more concerning that the human was becoming more than the chimp, than the chimp becoming like the human.
Yeah.
So
It was backfiring.
so basically,
The old boomerang
after
effect.
9 months, they began to fear. So another theory. Well, the animal became stronger and more aggressive towards the child in 9 months.
Sure.
That they feared for their safety
Yeah.
of it, and they got rid of it.
Well, you figure in 9 months, a year would probably be when the chimp is at full power.
Well, think
It's
about
getting
it.
strong.
Think about it. Also, this thing is just
They
chilling.
grow
It's
up
not in the
a
jungle.
lot quicker than people.
Well, but it's not in the jungle swinging. You know what I mean? So it's still strong. Like
Oh,
people
yeah.
are like, oh, it's just at home. It's just an animal. That thing can still tear your
Their
baby's
arms
head
look
off.
like skinny little toothpicks.
Yeah.
Their muscles are like cables,
Yeah,
man. They'll
just
rip your arms
tear-
off. Not out of the sockets, literally off. Like a 10-month-old kid, and it went on for 9 months. So the kid's 19 months old. The chimp at that time will be able to probably rip the kid's arms right off.
Yeah.
And the kid's still a little baby
It's a wild
almost,
animal.
you
It's
know.
one of the
and
strongest animals in nature.
yeah.
Okay, so then basically they sent
Those people
Gua-
sound crazy.
Yeah.
Sound
and who
nuts.
says the money, the time?
Who does that?
The 1913 too.
Crazy.
But
1913 or 31?
31 maybe. I said
I think it's 31.
Was it 31 or 13? 31. Yes, you are right, Larry. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so basically they had to get rid of Gua or whatever.
Gua,
whatever.
killer
After they
chimp.
sent Gua away, she died of pneumonia just 1 year later at the age of 3.
Oh, man.
Not much is known about the life of Donald or the impact the experiment had on him. It is known, however, that he tragically died by suicide in January 1973.
Wow.
Aged 43, just 1 year after the deaths of both of his parents in 1972.
Oh.
So there's
Very tragic.
Yes. So
This Larry Needles episode took a very dark turn.
no, but I mean that's kind of cool. It's a cool.
Holy
We
fuck.
talked about doing stories.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that I mean I've been looking
That's
up.
a good one,
Yeah,
man.
but isn't that like it's kind of in that realm of what we like
Yeah.
fantasy fiction. You know what I mean? Like It's like this sounds like it's fiction.
Do you want to hear about Jane Addams' Hull House on the South Side?
Whole house?
Hull, Hull.
Okay.
House. And she ran like an orphanage. And you want to hear about when the devil baby was there?
I mean, what kind of question is that to ask a man? Do you want to hear about a devil baby? No, I don't, Larry.
So
Let's
supposedly,
just pick another topic.
Okay, so this lady, Jane Addams, you know, they named
The
school.
memorial.
Yeah, they named
Memorial
schools
Highway.
after her and everything.
The Jane Addams.
Highways,
Hey,
all
is that bong
kinds.
still going, or what's up with that joint?
All right, dude, relax, man.
Whoa,
I'm telling
I
you the
just asked
story.
a question.
Telling you the
See how
story.
he gets so aggressive? I should tell your aggressive story about when we went and saw Sam Tripoli.
What
but
did
I'm
I
gonna-
do?
no.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So, where's the bong?
The
Here
Hull?
it is.
You're talking about the Hull?
The Hull House. Jane Addams ran this orphanage, and supposedly, you know, and this is where like single moms or something, or orphan babies where their parents got killed or something, would bring the babies would go to this thing, and Jane Addams was like the lady that ran this
madam?
place. Yeah, she
There was probably some nefarious things going on there, man.
And
Anybody that wants to take care of a lot of babies, there's something wrong with them.
well, supposedly this one baby went there, and it was this. I forgot if it was like a
Is this story
nun's
true?
baby.
Or are you making this up, man?
This is Chicago folklore.
Okay. All right, so it
And-
might be true.
It might be true. That's the
might not
weird
be
part
true.
about it. It might not be true.
Okay.
That's true. That's true
Give the
too.
disclaimer.
The truth of this story is it might not be true. But so the devil baby is there. This lady has this devil baby. Supposedly, what happened was.
How did she know it was a devil
Well,
baby?
Satan went to this bar on the south side, and one of the workers that lived at
So
the
Satan's African American.
well, no, it was still pretty white neighborhood at the time. This is a long time ago. This is going back to like the 1920s and stuff,
well, okay.
1910s, you
Okay.
know. And
So it wasn't gentrified. It was still gentrified.
yeah, but it was still kind of it was you know, more like Gunsmoke would be on TV, you know, like
Okay.
old westish.
Yeah. I just want to paint
It
a picture.
really wasn't but yeah. So the lady goes off for a night of fun. The devil bangs her. She has a good time, squirts, whatever.
Jeez, okay. I don't know why you had to add that caveat in there, but we'll roll with it. Okay.
And then
I don't know
she
why.
has the baby. She gets pregnant and has the baby, and the baby is born with horns and hoofs.
Oh, that had to be
and
a
the
horrible
tail.
birth.
Yes,
I mean,
and-
come on, man.
Yeah,
Horns
it was
and
it
hoofs?
was horrible, and maybe I'm not sure how the story goes, but the lady that had the baby might have croaked during
Are you
childbirth.
sure she didn't have sex with a horse?
No, the thing had horns, dude.
Okay. Just wanna make
Horses
sure.
don't have horns, man.
Okay.
Anyways, so then the
didn't
people
get a
in the
parking ticket,
community,
that's what-
people
anyways.
in the community were all up in arms. They want to see this devil baby. The women want to see it.
Yeah,
And
it's
there
an
was a lot.
oddity.
And at that time, it was like the late 1800s, early 1900s. The women were pretty much ignored at home, so they felt like if they could go back and tell their families about this devil baby, that they would, you know,
They would what? I don't understand.
have some authority in their household, maybe, you know, because
They
that's
were
how
using
long
a scare
ago.
tactic.
Yeah, this is how long
So
ago.
this
it
could be
was.
a wives' tale.
Well, anyways,
like
so
the Chupacabra.
of course, Jane Addams respected the baby and never but they let the
second.
people see. They didn't let the people see, but then the baby died. But they say if you go by to this day, past this place, it's on Archer Avenue in Chicago. If you go past this Hull House and you look up in the window of this Jane Addams fucking memorial thing, you know.
Man, you are a great
You'll
storyteller.
see this baby looking
So
out at you, or
pathetic.
sometimes the windows are all fogged up and stuff. Real weird stuff happens there to this day.
I bet you it does. That's why you were there. Real weird stuff going on in that building.
Whatever, man. And that's the story of the devil baby, and people think it was real. People think it
Okay.
actually happened.
I mean, what kind of people? People you hang out with, obviously.
No,
right?
the folklore of that area of the city. You know, people believe it.
It's a local legend.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say. The people.
I mean,
I can't name who the people are.
Well,
but
you should fucking.
it's a
hunt
story
them down
that
and
goes
find
around.
out.
The kids that live. It's just like when you meet someone that lives in New Jersey. They grew up frightened out of their mind of the New Jersey Devil. You know about that?
I don't know
right?
about frightened out of their mind.
They believed
That's a
it
long
when they were
shot.
walking home
Okay,
at
they
night.
believed it, but I'm
and
sure
they're
that
and they're walking past some woods and shit. You
I'd
think
be
that
more
New Jersey Devil wasn't going through
I'd
their
be
head?
more worried about the Gilgo Beach killer.
Well, they
I
didn't
mean, there's
know
so
about
many
him
serial
yet.
killers going on. You gonna worry about a devil, a New Jersey devil?
Well, you know, when you're like 14, 15 years old, 13, whatever, you're walking home from somewhere. You don't think you're not thinking of the New Jersey
And a white
Devil?
van pulls up. You're like, oh, it's the New Jersey devil. A devil on the plates. It's just easier to pick them up that way.
What is do not?
What?
What else, tough guy?
Oh, you want more? I got something else.
Yeah. What else you got?
I got
You
a good
more
one.
nonsense.
Yeah, because this is the only thing that you comprehend is nonsense. I mean, geez, look at you over there.
You know what's
You're
great?
a Rhodes Scholar.
Joe Biden's going to
You're a Chode
East
Scholar.
Palestine.
What's that?
Joe Biden's going to East Palestine a year.
The train crash, please.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I read
a
about
year
this
after
guy.
it happened.
I mean, you know what?
I had an album called Hazardous Waste EP by Larry OG.
It's
Check
always
it
about
out.
the band, Larry. This guy.
The day
Can't
after
go-
that shit
Can't go
happened.
5 minutes without talking about a band or some dude that had his way with him. I mean, come on. Isn't it crazy that a train derailed in this town? It leaked toxic chemicals. People, they hired third-party inspectors to come in, and they were like, "Yep, everything's fine," but the fish are floating in the water, and people are coughing,
Yeah.
and they're getting rashes. It's like the government thinks that we're just that we're stupid, that we can't realize what's going on
Well,
in our own bodies.
I
They
think
want you- what?
I think that they, they've done so many scare tactics, like putting these people in jail and solitary confinement
For what? Jan 6?
yeah, for like political prisoners, and it makes them think like they're powerless. What are they going to do?
4 guys beat a cop up in New York, and
More than 4 guys.
Well, I'm just,
There was-
okay,
there was
they're-
like 7 or 8
whatever.
guys
You know what I'm
but
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
okay? And this guy goes into the Capitol, takes a crap on somebody's desk, and gets 6 months. 6 months, dude. Come on. One guy drank a beer. I think he
He
got.
didn't take a crap on any. Nobody took a crap on anybody's desk. Where are you hearing this?
Yeah, there was a dude that shit on her desk.
No.
Okay,
That didn't
whatever.
happen, man.
All right, well, okay.
Nobody
I just
did
listened
anything.
to about it today.
Okay, whatever.
Your source and my source might be a little bit
Maybe,
conflicted.
but regardless, if he did that, they got a lot more than 6 months. There's people that got, 11,
For breaking
12.
a window, the
How
guy
about
got
these
10 years.
How about these people that are looking at 11 years right now because they were holding hands and singing
Oh, the
religious...
church people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
70-year-old ladies with health problems
Isn't
and
that
shit.
crazy? That's like some
And they
Monty
want to give
Python
them
stuff.
11... Yeah.
It
it's
really
like-
is.
It is. It is.
The old lady.
We should be
kick 'em.
laughing at this, and it should be
No,
a
but it's-
comedy skit, and it should be over, and it shouldn't be real. But this is actually happening.
What's going on right now? Art is imitating life, or life is imitating art.
Yeah.
As usual, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
And but
comedy is becoming a
But
drama,
getting back to that East
becoming a
Palestine
tragedy.
thing, it's crazy that they just let these people get away with it. The EPA let them get away with it. The railroad company get it. You never heard anything about payouts. Like, I don't know how much they got, if they got paid yet. But it's like,
I doubt it. I
dude,
don't
that's
know. I don't know
generational
about
stuff
that.
that's in the water, that's in the aquifer, that drain. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
I saw the
how it
mayor.
works.
I saw the mayor of East Palestine talking to somebody or another on something Mary was watching, and he's like, we got people that are red and blue, so I had to reach out to Biden. It's not like Biden wanted to come there. They actually got a hold of him and said, and he said, against my better judgment, but he better have a whole lot of answers and a whole lot of help. Otherwise, stay home.
Yeah. I mean,
But the people don't really, and
you really
it's
believe
great
that-
how he gets heckled everywhere and everywhere just, let's
well,
go
he's the
grand.
president. That means
No. That didn't happen with Trump, dude.
I'm not saying that it happened with Trump. I'm
It's
just
not
saying
because
he's the president. Yeah,
It's because he
he's the
sucks.
president.
It's because he's a terrible president.
No, I mean we all know that. I mean, if you can't read the writing on the wall, then
Obama's
there's
a
something
terrible
wrong with it.
president, is what I
He
should
was
be
a terrible
saying.
president,
He
too.
was.
He
He
got
was the worst president we ever had.
Well, he got the
I
Nobel
believe-
Peace Prize,
and
and
I
then
believe
murdered
he's
multiple
and
women
you know what?
and children,
They got
more
the-
than Truman.
Who else got? They all got the Nobel Peace Prize on CNN for lying. De Blasio got a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
No, just
It
like
doesn't mean it. They just took all the value out of them. Everyone that had a Nobel Peace Prize, they had a brain in their head.
Fauci got within, or the
Yeah,
people that invented
probably
code, the
every
people that
asshole in the world that doesn't deserve one
the
gets
vaccine
one.
people think it got one.
So anyone that has had one legitimately that deserved it, that did something good, is probably like rolling in their grave, going, "Oh my God, this! I wish I was alive to give my Nobel Peace Prize back because these assholes just gave it a bad name."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll give anything. I mean, look at my favorite thing is that they gave the Apollo astronauts a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for television.
Well, because they're TV stars.
I know, but isn't that fun? You couldn't even laugh at that. You have to be so serious, don't you, Larry?
Well, people will laugh at home if they want.
No, but isn't that funny, though? I mean, here's
Yeah,
a
it's
star on the
funny.
Hollywood Walk of Fame for television because we had cameras in space.
Yeah, TV cameras. Stanley Kubrick went up
I
ahead
mean,
of them and
the president
set
just
up.
picks a phone up and talks to the people on the spaceship.
We talked about this.
I know, but it's just funny though. We're
Yes.
just going through all of the things that if you don't like, sometimes you okay.
Okay.
Listen,
Tell me.
I haven't always been the person I am right now, and I
No.
will admit that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And once you start to realize things, there are the coincidences. I know you don't believe in
This is your
coincidences.
beer from earlier.
Okay, sounds like a dare. But there's the lines that connect things. The strings are very short. They're not long.
Yeah, very short.
I mean, when you look back at things like, what do you call it? When they came up on Jekyll Island with the Federal Reserve, like it was all these bros, like crony capitalism stuff.
It would be like if we had money and we decided let's make up a
manipulate-
thing.
Let's buy this town and then
Yeah.
we'll buy the paper and we can manipulate it however we want to.
You know what they
it's
did
funny as
initially
heck
is,
how
is
still do it.
they looked through and they found out what were the most important papers in the country, and then they
Let's buy them.
bought them and
Let's control the media because that's the
and
easiest
pooled
thing to
their
do.
resources.
It's a trick as old as time.
Yeah.
It really is. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, back then they did it. And
King
now
Tut
they do
did it, man.
The funny thing is all these places are laying off these journalists, and they're like, oh, we're so upset. It's like, well, yeah, because you're so biased, and you don't
Yeah.
report fair facts and the truth, and you're letting your views get in your way of your writing. Right?
And the other thing is
It's
the
the only thing that
ratings.
it is. If
the-
you're a good writer, you're going to get a job.
The truth of it is the newspaper circulation and the ratings go down and the traffic to their websites for real news goes down because nobody wants to hear the lies anymore. Everybody
Well-
could see through the bullshit and they're losing money. So
Well,
they
that's what
can't
it
they
boils
don't
to.
need all the, yeah,
Once
they
you
don't
start-
need all these
once you start
extra
doing
reporters
DEI
when you're
stuff,
not
You know what I mean? And you
And it's-
start bringing equality and equity and inequity
yeah.
and stuff into
And it's
your,
real easy to write
moniker.
a Trump slashing article, you know. I mean,
Well, somebody's got to do something, right? Because the way that things are going, it does not look too good. Because, I mean, I got another good story about. Did you hear about that hack that happened?
no.
What do you call it?
You ever see that movie, The Hack?
I might have. Tell me about it. So this was crazy. So a couple days ago, there was an attack. So the FBI confirms it issued remote kill command to blow out Volt Typhoon's botnet. So Volt Typhoon is like I think from what I can assess from this article is like an attack from China, like a malware attack.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it attacks like.
Computers.
Which, listen, this is the furthest thing. I don't know. I'm not comfortable talking about this. I just want to talk about it because it includes China
China.
and the internet
The internet.
and our infrastructure. So, I mean, those are three things that are very important to me. You know what I mean?
Well,
The
didn't
Chinese
they?
hockey team, I'm a
Didn't
number
they
one
pass
supporter.
that $80 billion infrastructure bill?
For who?
Oh, you don't know about that? Anyway.
Who did? China?
No, we did. Biden pushed it through some infrastructure thing, and it was
Yeah,
the
it's
Green
supporting
New
Antifa
Deal.
and Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter and
yeah,
immigrants.
exactly,
That's what
yeah.
it's supporting. And,
Yeah.
and one electrical charger that they made for one EV car.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
And then they just gave tax breaks to the people in Nantucket and Montauk.
Martha's Vineyard,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, because
Well, no, because they deem them low income.
low
areas.
income.
Yes.
The
And so-
houses are like 2.5 million, average and
Well,
stuff.
I mean,
it's a lot, bro.
oh, I wish I had a good Nantucket joke right now.
Oh man. Let's see.
I don't know if we should.
Everyone knows
spit-
that man
Yeah.
from Nantucket.
Okay, I was trying to think of that, but it escaped me for 1 minute.
What, you mean there once was a man from Nantucket?
Yeah, a Nantucket joke. That's
Who
what
had
I
a
just
dick
said.
so long he could suck it? He said with a grin as he wiped off his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I could fuck it.
That's the one. I'm so happy you knew that one. That's gonna get us completely blocked off of YouTube, but that was worth it, and I don't mind. F them blocking our free speech. So the FBI infiltrated the operation and harvested crucial data before remotely wiping this system that came. And they're targeting American Sicilian. Hey, the Chinese. What do you call it? They're targeting American civilian critical infrastructure, pre-positioning to cause real-world harm to American citizens and communities in the event of conflict. And this is real. Mm-hmm. This is not fake. This is not a drill.
Yeah.
Chinese are flooding into our country.
Flooding
We just talked about this, that it's not just Hispanics or Mexicans
Flooding
or
in.
people from South America. It's people from like Chad.
It's not just kids
and
from
Ghana.
Venezuela kicking the shit out of our
Yeah.
police
Well, they
officers
come
in
through
New
the
York.
Darien
It's
Gap.
everybody.
They come through the Darien Gap, and the Chinese have set up these like midway points for them. They fuel, they eat, they sleep. They get everything they need, and then they send them through the Darien Gap, which is crazy. I mean, the people that are just coming into this country. And you know what? I think Abbott, he's a WEF pawn.
Yeah.
Also, we already talked about that.
Well, you know what's
too.
funny is
he's
when
just doing the bare minimum all
when
of
they
a
had the
sudden.
Remain in Mexico law, when Trump had that shit locked down and it was Remain in Mexico, you know what Mexico did?
What's
They
that?
locked down their southern border.
Okay, well,
So
monkey
that's
see, monkey do.
Well, because they also didn't want all those jagoffs
problem
walking
is
around
that
fucking up their whole scenario.
The way that listen, I don't know any of the policies of this administration. I don't understand anything about it. I don't want to look into it. I just see for face value of what's going on.
Right.
But I'll tell you right now, what's going on face value from the beginning to right now is a complete destruction of American freedoms and civil liberties. They're taking away our freedom of speech. They want to incorporate these people that have no right to be in this country because they didn't
Who
go through
don't
the
like
proper
this
channels.
country.
Well,
They don't
didn't go
even
through-
like it.
They've already been indoctrinated. It's crazy that we're just what are we at?
I'm looking.
Oh, but it's crazy that we just let these people in here and nobody like thinks that nothing's going to happen in 4 or 5 years. But you know what? That's not their problem. That's really how I think these people think. Is it's not my problem right now.
Yeah.
Like they don't foresee the future, which
Or care.
But you have to be
Which
a
is weird.
soulless sodomite to do that.
They are. That's
know?
the thing. They are soulless sodomites.
Well,
There's no
That's
doubt.
why I said it. But I understand that you're gonna hit that, or you're gonna like that thing.
Yeah.
So I understand that I love this country and the people that are running it I don't like them, and they're running this country into the ground. And it's gonna take Trump is not the Messiah. It's gonna take more than 4 years to rectify the situation that these people put us in. You know?
I know. You know what's weird is my mom said today, and it's weird because she's an old lady. She's like 80 years old, and,
Shout out Anne Marie.
And she's like, I don't see it coming back. And she's not maybe the most positive,
She's your
but
first
she's not
girlfriend
the
told
most
you.
negative person either,
Well,
And everything is so fixed. Everything is fixed.
Everything's fake. It's a psyop.
Yeah, like
Everything is
even
run by the
even
government.
this Kelsey Grammer kid going out with Taylor Swift and all this,
Kelsey Grammer, I
Whatever.
mean, he's an amazing football player.
I know I said the wrong name, right?
Yeah, I know. I picked up right on it right away. Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm
Are
talking
you
about.
going to hit that thing?
This
or
kid
you're-
from Kansas
You don't
City.
need any more of that. Pass that over here. Kelsey Grammer. That was a great poll, Larry.
And, you know,
So-
that is just to my wife said it today. She's like, you know, all these girls all of a sudden are watching these games. And of course, Kansas City's going to be in the Super Bowl because it's fixed. Because I'm sure they all have some kind of pact going on, you know, with the devil. The most satanic thing, the most satanic ritual on earth is probably the Super Bowl.
Idolization of
Yeah.
false gods.
Yeah.
I mean, football stinks.
Yeah.
I will admit that I did watch football,
It's
but
the
once they
gayest
started
shit out there.
integrating Colin Kaepernick politics and telling me, just like we talked about before, dude,
Yeah, I'd like to get Colin Kaepernick on this show.
Colin Kaepernick.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I'd
Larry
like to get
Kaepernick.
I'd like to get him on this show.
You have to kneel down at the end of every episode.
Okay.
But well, we were talking about that with the jerseys too. With the NHL guys, they made an American. I apologize. They made a pride flag, and then put their names on the back. And that dude was like, "I don't want my name on the back of that," and they suspended the guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, all
Like,
the teams in the league
it's like
did
forcing
this.
you to get something you don't want. I mean, hey, you want
It's
a
like,
Corona?
hey man, get a tattoo. No, I
No.
don't want one. Yeah, get one right now.
No, do you want a Corona?
No.
Okay, well, if you don't drink this Corona, then you can't work here anymore.
Okay, I'll have it.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to be SOL because with the current
I'd say
climate of the situation.
She got a hams.
Yeah, and we were getting back to the J6 guys. The people, these people out there burning stuff and looting and doing all this stuff, they didn't get anything. They're paying
And
people in Seattle $10
These
million.
these free Palestine people who were just ripping down fences at the White House, you know, a week earlier. Then these people are sitting in a hallway at an abortion clinic, which is terrible, man.
What's that?
Abortion. I'm really.
Well, you know what?
I
believe
feel
in
guilty
certain
about my
situations of it.
past, and I think
Oh, you
that
don't
they're
have to bring
fucking
this up. Let's
horrible.
not divulge your information. But at
Just
the same
saying,
time,
man.
there are certain
People do
circumstances.
shit and they don't think about it.
Yeah,
and
well,
it's
there's
not
certain
fucking good.
circumstances that it's okay. All right? If say you're going to have a child that's mentally challenged and you can't accommodate that child, what's better for it?
Well, I don't know.
You can't give it to the state.
No.
Okay, that's
Because
your
they'll
only
just
other option.
use the kid for adrenochrome and body parts.
If he's lucky. I mean, that's the best case scenario.
Or beaten and sexually abused
Oh,
by
jeez,
the
Larry,
by
what?
the
Why did you
worker
have to say the worst
at
possible
the
scenario? You just
nut house.
I love
you know?
it. I love the best is your eyes go blank like you're having a stroke, and then you look at me because I know you're gonna say something stupid, and before I could say, "Don't say something stupid, Larry," you say something stupid, Larry. You just blurt it out. It's like you're in a black movie theater. That's what it's like. You're just blurting shit out. Can't help yourself. Man. That's all right. I love you, Larry. You make me laugh. And then
man.
I'm sorry I'm making you laugh because I know your ribs. are
Yeah,
all that
it
stuff.
does hurt.
Yeah, that's all right though. Larry's a trooper, man.
So-
but if you can't, what time are we at?
We were at 42 minutes when I checked before. It's weird because when I was at Krav Maga the first night, you know, and they couldn't believe I showed up, and Ray was giving me ice packs.
Here we
and
go,
stuff.
look
And then Chris
Have a
was
slow
like,
clap for you while you
"No,
tell the
just
story.
shut up, man.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm just gonna
you're
slow
distracting me. I'm not going to be able.
Well, I'm
to...
sorry. You're like a squirrel right now.
No,
If
here's
I
the
shook
thing.
my keys, you'd be all over the place. Give me that. Oh, now you're going to withhold my weed. You get slapped.
Fucking prick bastard.
Oh, man. That was 2 cuss words in a row.
Bastard ain't.
Just say it again.
It's not a cuss word.
It depends on if the AI is watching or not.
AI.
It's always watching. What, you don't believe in AI?
I believe in it.
our
I
demise.
believe in it.
If World War III isn't our demise, AI is our demise.
Oh, yeah.
I
We're
mean,
done.
We're just giving everything up. I mean,
We're
they're
done.
Basically,
I'm glad I'm an old man. I know I don't.
you're not that old. I
Well-
mean, you're only 63.
But, you know, I don't have a lot of time left.
Yeah. Time is a
It's
construct.
not like I'm 20 years old. I'm glad I'm not. It's right. You know,
Oh,
usually,
this is a-
usually at this age, you'd be like, I wish I was 20. But right now, I'd say, damn, I'm glad I'm on the way out because fuck this shit, man. This is a fucked up scenario.
Jeez, man, you're just like a sailor all of a sudden. But yeah, I mean,
Sailor
It's
Larry.
a double-edged sword. How about let's start another war with the country that's nuclear capable.
And they're crazy. And they hate us.
Yeah, and we just read about that thing with the Mossad, how Iran claimed that they had the
Iran
biggest attack.
infiltrated the Mossad.
Yeah, they had the biggest attack on them, and they had like over 30 operatives that were undercover. I mean, it's the biggest hack to ever happen to the Mossad, which is not good because Iran said they did it. They came out and said they did it.
Yeah.
So now,
we all know that the
R.I.P.
Mossad,
to all those people.
And we also know that the Mossad is also intertwined in everything. Every
Well,
facet.
they have
Facet of our government.
they have long
every
tentacles.
facet of every government.
Long tentacles, but not anymore. The thing is,
Yeah, they exposed all their spies.
people that
Well,
were
I don't know
undercover
if they
and
exposed
stuff,
all
yeah.
of them, but
no, I think it was upwards of
exposed a
30
lot.
people.
44, I think it was.
No, upwards of 30. Well, okay, 44. You're just gonna go
I like that number.
better than 88.
It would have been better if it was 88, but 44 is good. Probably if they would have caught twice as many spies, it would have been better.
But these people are just. The funny thing is Americans. Okay, I understand we have. Like, okay, it's like if I told you a story, I was like, listen, man. Okay, there's this dude. I mean, this guy's tall as hell, Larry, and he lives in this cave. Okay.
Okay.
And you know what? And he got these dudes together, 19 of them. Okay. And he said, listen, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to send you to America, and I'm going to teach you how to take off in planes. But you're not going to learn how to land them.
This dude is really tall and skinny, and he's got long beard and stuff.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. We might not be talking about the same guy. When I saw him, he was in a picture with George Bush in a room, and he didn't have a beard.
Tim Osmond.
So, I mean, you would be like,
I know
wait
Tim
a second.
Osmond.
Why would these guys want to learn how to just take off with planes? Well, because, man.
Why don't they want to know how to
The
land?
United States said, hey, we're going to let you guys do whatever you want, and then we're going to blame you for it. So, you'll never guess where these guys flew, Larry. No, it wasn't Boca Raton or Palm Springs. It was the World Trade Center of all places. You remember that place?
Did they put a helicopter or a landing pad
A
on
helicopter.
the top?
A helicopter. Yes, Larry, they put a helicopter pad on.
So did they land on it?
Who did? The planes?
Yeah.
We're talking 727s, Larry. How would a plane land on a
Very hard.
on a
yeah.
helipad?
I can't think of how.
I mean, you think you could? You know what? I think with the helicopter, I don't think you could take out the World Trade Center. I've seen Superman take it out, and a UFO, Heil Hitler. And then what else?
But the other thing is I saw King Kong jumping back and forth on that thing, and it seemed to be able to handle it. So.
Oh yeah, I know. What was that like? The first from 1952, that movie you saw?
No, I think that movie was like from 75 or something. The original King Kong, the World Trade Centers weren't there yet. He had to climb up the Empire State Building.
So
there was only one building. But when they were coming at him on the newer King Kong, the one that came out when I was a kid in color, believe it or not, and so they'd be shooting at King Kong, and he's on one building holding the girl in his hand, and he'd jump to the other building and grab onto the side and bash into the side real hard.
Did you ever play the video game Rampage?
No.
That's what it was like. It was a great video game.
So
You get to do was you get to go through this like really bad neighborhood
yeah.
and just assault African American people.
Really?
It was called Rampage. No, that was a joke and a horrible attempt at a joke, and I apologize.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a crazy.
So basically,
game.
okay, so let's get back to 1 second to what this Typhoon thing was. So basically, it was it used like US based routers and IP addresses. So a router just in your house or shit like that. Because I don't know, man. They target our communications, energy, transportation, and water sectors. All those sectors, man. This is not good.
I heard something about this.
But this is not good.
No.
Like, shit is going down, and they're reporting it. Okay?
Yeah.
Which is not good. It's a, what do you call it? It's
Imagine
predictive
what's really
programming,
happening.
and we're reading it now.
Yeah.
But we've already known that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way. Once they get a hold of our
It is like a
infrastructure, then we're
movie.
screwed.
My wife thinks it's going to be like a movie,
It already is like a movie.
but she thinks it's going to end good.
Okay, well, that's
She's
wishful
hoping.
thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that, right? I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but I'm more worried about World War III. That's what I'm worried about. And people are like, "Oh, you're crazy," but I'm. Listen, there was an article about us starting to store nukes in Great Britain that were 10 or 100 times stronger than Hiroshima
Wow.
and Nagasaki. And that is, dude. If
That's
there was
harsh.
if there was a nuclear war,
I went
we'd
to a
be
Greek
done.
restaurant and had some Nagasaki
Dude, if we-
today.
You should have went to a sushi place and got a roll.
A
And
Nagasaki, roll. Yeah.
There you go.
I
That's
won't
all
eat
right.
that shit.
I don't eat the enemy's food either. But you do, though. You're a liar.
No, I don't.
What are you
My
talking
wife
about?
eats it. I don't
But
like
you go
that.
with her.
I don't eat none of it. I sit
You're a
there.
liar,
I sit
Keith.
there and I don't eat. I eat the fortune cookie and I have some of
That's
the
the enemy's
soup.
food right there.
Wow.
It has Chinese writing on it, right? You ate a bug. Now we're being tapped. You have been compromised. I should kick you in the stomach to throw it up.
Oh man, that's
All
not
right, we
nice.
should be good.
Yeah. I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in and or whatever you do on the computer. I don't know what you call it.
What are you talking about?
Tuning in. And
What do you mean, to follow and subscribe?
like, follow,
I
subscribe.
hate pandering like that, and I don't
No,
want to do it. But
I just want to
reminded
say,
Larry.
fucking tell somebody. That's all. And
Whatever, man. Well, I'm cool with what we have. We're good.
me
bro.
too.
We're definitely good, man.
And we
We'll
got to
never
say,
sell out.
Tom's Free Clinic, Automotive, and Veterinarian. I've unfortunately, I had 2 cats. Like I said on the last episode, I've had 2 cats cremated at
Wait
Tom's.
a second. You should. Oh, okay.
Not
I
only-
thought you were going to.
Not
another
only
route.
was it a great deal, but he gave me like a nice little charm.
Saint
for
Francis of Isis.
Saint Francis. And
Shout out to
I
Saint
should have
Francis of
brought
Isis.
I should have brought the coffee cans down. They come
For the
in
next
this
episode,
nice,
we will.
nice
We'll put
little-
the cats up right there.
nice little decorative coffee cans. So like
So
when
check
the
out our episode next
when the
week.
ground gets a little softer, I'll be able to bury these guys.
Yeah, because he's
and-
got a pet cemetery going on in his backyard. I mean, I swear to God, it's like a real bad Ramones song. I mean, those things, you can hear them scratching on the walls when we're doing
you hear them
deliveries.
crying and
Yeah,
it's all right.
that's all right, though.
The best
When
is
you
when
took
I
the dirty vax and now you got a leaky ass, call Tom's Free Clinic.
yes, and shout out to everybody in my family.
Oh, Sherry, hope you get better because we're going to play. We got a new game coming up. Should we tell them the name of the game?
Yeah, you can tell them the name of the game.
MLK or Fortune Cook A. Hit the gong.
Yes, and
Very honorable.
very honorable. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles.
Peace.